Good day. So today I'll be presenting my thermodynamics project, which is this soap dispenser. So last December, my friend and I were talking about our thermodynamics project and what we could do. So my first instinct is to use something that I already have, and from this kit that my brother gave me, there is a DC water pump, and this DC water pump is one of the components that I can use for the project, and I made an idea on a project that I could make use of this. And since I already have a distance sensor, an ultrasonic sensor, I decided to make an idea for a DC water pump invention. But I found out that this DC water pump is already broken, so I ordered a new one from Shopee, and it arrived this January. So as you can see here, these are the materials I ordered online from Shopee for my project. And the order was made last January 9, 2021, and it was immediately received at January 11, 2021. Right after receiving this, I made some planning and I started prototyping right away alongside with my friend Liel from MEE 2B. And now I will show you my process for making my prototype in this montage. So first, I made holes in the container that I had using a knife in order for the acrylic tube and the wire from the DC pump to be inserted in and out. I used a zip tie to secure the acrylic tube to the DC water pump. A DC water pump is a specialized DC motor that can push water to go to a specified direction. After inserting the tube and the wires into the lid, I made a few extra holes where I secured the ultrasonic sensor with a twistable wire. I fixed the ultrasonic sensor holder that I bought into the lid using hot glue and attached the sensor afterwards. The sensor functions like a sonar where it measures how far objects are by producing sound waves and measuring how fast it took to reflect back to it. I also added a wire inside the tube so that it would hold its position. I added 4 jumper wires so that I could connect the sensor to the Arduino later. To prepare the control circuitry, I prepared a PCB board where I soldered the electrical components that control the water pump. I used a transistor to control the current to the water pump because the Arduino cannot power it by itself. I also soldered a couple of wires that connect the battery and the water pump system to the Arduino. I used a nail cutter to cut off the excess wires at the bottom of the circuit board so I could attach it easily and neatly to the lid. After doing so, I secured the tube using hot glue and attached the circuit board to the lid as well. After securing everything into the lid, I connected the respective connecting pins to the Arduino. I connected the Arduino into my laptop for programming. I used a simple if and then program that indicates that if the sensor reads an object close to it, the Arduino will send the signal to the transistor that will turn on the water pump. This command will end when there is no more objects detected by the sensor. I uploaded this code to the Arduino so that it would carry it out even without the laptop. And now we are ready to test my project. So initially, my first idea is to make an alcohol dispenser or a disinfectant dispenser because last Christmas I received a electrolysis machine that converts salt water into a disinfectant, and I think it would be very cool to make a project from an item that I have received. But as it turns out, as you saw from the sample videos, from the montage, water or anything that is not has a low viscosity like water or alcohol, my machine kinda overflows or it produces more than it should. So I decided to use something that is more viscous, such as a gel like this soap, liquid soap. So viscosity is defined as a fluid's ability to resist flow, and since I want to limit the amount of fluid output from the tube, I used something that is more viscous so that it could resist the partial amount of pressure from the water pump so that everything will flow nicely. And now for a demonstration, I will wash my hands using my liquid soap dispenser. And that concludes my final project for thermodynamics for the option 2, where I utilized a DC motor inside a DC water pump to make an invention that is related to flow and pressure. I hope you like it, and I will now sign off with this awkward overview of my project. Thank you and God bless.